Hey guys and dolls, and I just want to say I'm so pumped to make this video today because the market correction that we saw over the last 2 days should now be out the way, and I'm assuming that we are going to have a recovery. Again, these are just my opinions, but Jay Powell has come out and said that all of this was kind of caused through volatility of interest rates, which were feared they were going to be put up, but in fact it's not really going to affect us until next year, and he's reassured everyone, and he has come out with an article saying that. So I'm really super bullish right now that the stock market is actually going to see green. We are going to consolidate for the next few weeks, and then I believe we are going to start to take off into this lovely recovery while the Fed starts to print more stimulus, and we have great times ahead. So I'm going to put my thinking cap on, and I'm going to be positive that the stock market is going to have a great year. We are going to actually go up, and the S&P 500 will see about a 10% plus gain by the end of the year, which allows us hopefully to capitalize on some really nice bull runs in this market moving forward. So I've picked out 5 stocks for you guys today that I'm currently watching. Some of the stocks we have actually talked about on the channel, some of them we haven't talked about for a while, so I am going to bring them back to your attention because they have fallen back so much and they are presenting lovely buy opportunities right now. So before I dive into the charts, I just want to say thanks again for all the support on the channel. Make sure to smash that like button down below, hit that big red subscribe button, and join this family of investors because we are killing it over here on this channel. My first stock that I want to talk to you guys about today is JMIA Technologies. Now, JMIA is essentially the African Amazon, is what people like to call it. They are building a digital empire over in Africa, and while this market is still very undervalued, and again a lot of people don't want to invest because of the fact that it is so underdeveloped, and there does hold some risk. If we get in now on the ground before this empire is built, then we could be setting ourselves up for a bright future. And I will be giving you guys my price predictions for the end of this year with all the stocks that I am currently watching on this list, so make sure to stick around for this entire video. Let's dive into the charts. So we are on the charts for JMIA Technology, and I have spoken about it quite a few times on my channel. Its ticker symbol JMIA. Now guys, they have actually gone around to that 100 on the SMA. We did run down low onto the RSI, and you guys can see we hit that 200 on the SMA and we actually had a bounce. So if you guys did manage to catch this bounce, because I have been putting it on your watch list, then congratulations to you. If you did buy the dip like I have been buying, again I did run out of dry powder. I wish I had a bit more dry powder on the side so I could have really scooped up those shares here, but my average cost for JMIA is actually about $30, which is all the way down here. So I'm not too worried because I am actually setting it up in my position quite nicely right now. And again, I do see this going all the way up to about $95 to $100 by the end of the year. That is my price prediction on JMIA, and right now the stock is at about $51 as of the time of making this video. So an entry for me for JMIA would be anywhere around that $50 and below price range. If we can get this one below $50 and we can head back down towards that 200 SMA and we can test back down, then I will certainly be selling some of my other positions and scooping up more shares of JMIA, because I think this is going to be an easy 2x position by the end of the year. And if this company continues to grow, then they have a great future as we do move into March. So if we do see any dips in this share price below 50, then again I will be scooping up more shares. But I think anywhere around this position of the 100 SMA right now could be a nice chance to start loading up my boat. That is my play for JMIA. And just in case you guys are new to the channel, JMIA did recently have their earnings out just a few weeks ago, and they absolutely smashed their earnings, guys. So that is just something that I wanted to point out to you, which is why I am still very bullish on it, because if they hadn't lived up to the expectations of their earnings, I wouldn't be so bullish on this stock. And I think that this downward sell-off obviously has been instigated from that recent correction, and I think that this has been a slight overreaction. But again, if we did actually manage to catch that, then that would have been a great place. So congratulations to anyone that did catch this play. The second stock on my watch list today is TTCF, which is for Tattooed Chef. Now guys, Tattooed Chef did get beat down and it did go below that $20 range. Anywhere below that $21 range, I've always said for Tattooed Chef is going to be a buy, and we have been presented some nice opportunities on the graph, so let's dive into the computer. So TTCF, a play that I have spoken about a few times on my channel. You can see that we actually went below the 200 on the stochastic SMA and also the 30 on the RSI. So I knew that we were in fact going to have a rebound play. Essentially, these guys are in the vegan space and they make frozen vegan meals. Now, I have actually gone vegan myself recently, although I haven't said anything on my social media presence. And again, I think that the vegan space is only going to move forward as people start to realize the effects and obviously the health benefits of plant-based products. If you guys haven't seen the documentary on Netflix called Game Changers, then I would suggest to watch it because it's an incredible documentary. And if you do watch it, then do let me know because I can give you another documentary which is just as good, if not better. So TTCF for me, anywhere around that $20 to $21 price range is a chance for me to load my boat. My average price for this right now is sitting at exactly where it is at $21. And again, I am expecting us to retest those highs in the summer of about $30. So this does have some nice upside. I think in the long run, this could be a great play in my portfolio. I will assess it over the coming months to see how fast this one does move up inside my portfolio. But for the short term, I don't think I'm going to be selling any of these positions. I think that for me, I'm going to personally be loading my boat anywhere around that $21 to $15 range. And I don't think that we will see those lows again of anywhere below that $18. That does seem to be a support zone for the Tattooed Chef stock. So again, I will be loading up my boat around this range on the 200 SMA, and I do expect us to start to retest those highs again in the coming weeks ahead. The third stock that I want to talk to you guys about is in the crypto space. It is one of my favorite plays this year because it is hot. It is our lovely MARA, which is for Marathon Painting Group, and Bitcoin is hot this year. It is set to take off, and Bitcoin does have price predictions of over £100,000 by the end of the year, which is only going to double up our Mara play. Now, if you do want more plays in the crypto space, then another play that I want to talk to you about is Hive, which is HIVE. There is also another ticker symbol. So let's dive into my computer and I'll show you my bull analysis for both of these trades. Now, you guys can see that we have actually had a big retracement down from about that $52 range all the way back down to about $25. So if you guys managed to scoop this up when it did actually retest back onto that 100 on the SMA and it did hit the 30 on the RSI, then congratulations to you, because you would now be sitting up in your portfolio over 20 to 25%. So congratulations, that is just in the space of a day or two. Again, I know that the markets have been very rocky, so it is always hard to invest on those days where the market does see red. But guys, if we had done that just like I say, and now we can see that it is rebounding and the markets are stabilizing, then we could have made some nice gains and some nice profits. So congratulations if you did manage to load up on Mara. I think that this stock is always going to be on my buy radar, especially if it is around that $30 range. And again, anywhere below $35, then I think that this is still going to be absolutely fine to load up on, because if Bitcoin is set to hit 100k by the end of the year, then that is going to give us a 2 or 3x from the current share price of Marathon Painting Group. And that is because they are associated with crypto, because they have crypto mining facilities. Now, what does Hive do? So Hive, which is another stock, HIVE, or the ticker symbol, which is HVBTF. Now guys, these are only a $4.40 play. So if you want a cheaper kind of penny stock that has that exposure, so up on my screen you can see here that Hive blockchain actually expands its Bitcoin mining capacity by 36% with the purchase of 6,000 new generation miners to increase future operations to 1,673 PHS. So essentially this is going to allow them to capitalize on the price of Bitcoin as Bitcoin does move up, which I do believe will happen. Then again, this stock will also start to move along with it. You can see that we did actually have those highs of about $6 and we did retrace all the way back down to that 50 on the SMA. We went below $4. So if we can load up on Hive anywhere around that $4.20 mark, especially below $4, then guys, this is going to be a great stock to add into the portfolio long term, in my opinion, just because I think that this stock will easily double by the end of the year as we see that price of Bitcoin start to go up even higher. So this is another stock that I am watching right now, and again, it is one of those kind of cheaper penny stocks that is more under the radar. And I think as more people start to understand the crypto space, they become more familiar with what stocks they can buy which relate to the prices of Bitcoin, then I think that this stock will actually see a nice push in that share price. And if nothing else, stocks do have a tendency to retest their highs. So I do believe in the short term we will see those highs again of about $6. When that will happen, I'm not too sure, but that will still give us a 50% increase from today's share price. So that is a nice position I'm going to be loading up on inside my portfolio. Anywhere below that $4 range particularly, then I will start to add more. And if we ever see a breakdown to that $3 range, which I'm not too confident will happen, but if it does, then that would be a great buying opportunity in order to hit those double digits, I believe, of about $10 to $11 in the summer of this year. The next stock, which is fourth on the list that I want to talk about, is our lovely baby NIO, N-I-O. Guys, this is such an easy money play. They are in the largest market cap in the world, which is China. I'm going to stress this on my channel all the time. You're going to hear me talk about NIO because it is an absolute hot stock. Although a lot of people haven't realized yet because it has been consolidating for the last month and they are unaware of what NIO's potential is. But guys, earnings are coming out next week and we are all going to be shocked. And I believe that NIO is going to absolutely soar and take off once again. And I'm really looking forward to doing a new video on NIO at the beginning of March once we do get those earnings out. So I've been personally loading up on NIO below that $50 price range. So let's dive into the charts. So guys, NIO did actually have a huge breakdown to about $40, which is absolutely incredible. If you guys actually did see this as a buying opportunity, then congratulations, because again, you would now be sitting up over 25% in your position of NIO, well over 25%. So congratulations there, because NIO is sitting around that $51 price range as of today when I'm making this video. You can see that we are actually retraced right now below the 21 on the EMA and also below the 200 on the SMA. So this would actually indicate to me that we are actually in a bear market. But moving forward, I know that the expectations of NIO are only set to go up. And that is because the production of NIO and their vehicles is set to double by the end of the year. And by the year of 2023, guys, they are going to be doing 500,000. So that's 500,000 in their vehicle capacity in manufacturing. So guys, I'm really not worried at all. That is at least a 4x from what they are producing right now, because they're not even producing 100,000 vehicles per year. So we can see that the growth of this company is going to be absolutely astronomical as they do start to have that global expansion. This year they are coming to Europe, and hopefully by next year they will also be in the US. Those plans are starting to develop, and they have announced that they have made announcements that that is what they are trying to do moving forward. So guys, I believe that once we do have these earnings out just in a few days time, that NIO are absolutely going to soar up again, and we are going to see those highs retested of anywhere around or above $66. So it is just a matter of time, guys, and again it is just about keeping that positive thinking cap on and not getting influenced by all of this sell pressure right now, because again I think this is all noise, and as soon as Wall Street sees that these delivery numbers are here to stay and only go up, they are going to start to realize how much of an opportunity NIO is, and they are all going to be jumping on that bandwagon. So again, I'm not worried about my NIO position at all. Anywhere around or below $50 for NIO I think is going to be an absolute steal in 2 or 3 years. This is definitely a long-term hold for me. I am going to be holding this one for the next 3 to 4 years, and I'm going to be playing out and seeing where this goes. I think this is going to be a triple digit stock, guys, by the end of the year. So I see this going past that $100 price target, and again we did actually have some analysts upgrade NIO past into triple digits by the end of this year, and I think that this is only just begun. By the end of this summer they are going to start to realize how big NIO is, and those price targets will start to be upgraded once again. So that is my price predictions on NIO. I'm not worried about what NIO is doing, and I'm continuing to scoop up those shares anywhere below that $50 price range. And the fifth stock that I want to be talking to you guys about is going to be our SENSEONICS play. I am very bullish on SENSEONICS after doing a lot of research and also being a type 1 diabetic myself. If you haven't seen my video on SENSEONICS and my full ball thesis, then be sure to check out this video above that I will link now. Let's dive into the chart. So guys, SENSEONICS, which is ticker symbol SENS. I did do a video again, so make sure to check out that video. You can see that we are sitting at around that $4 price range. We are sitting at the 21 on the EMA and also the 50 on the SMA. We did actually touch down onto the 30 on the RSI. So if we actually scooped this up when it was sitting around that 100 on the SMA, then that would have been the perfect time for entry. If we do see this jumping back down below and going to that $3.50 range and below, then this could be a nice stock to actually load up on. Right now we are in a slight downtrend, so again, make sure that if this does get broken, then I think that is when we are going to see a takeoff. But if this does retrace down, then we are going to see a further test all the way way back to that 100 on the SMA. And if we do, then that is where I'm personally going to be loading up my boat, because I believe that we then will break down from this downward trend. And again, we are going to hopefully have that FDA approval for their 180-day CGS, which is their glucose reader, which is 180 days long. It's a little chip that goes in your arm. So that is what I'm waiting for. If you compare them to Dexcom, which is a $40 billion in market cap on Yahoo Finance, we can see that SENSEONICS is actually only a $1.6 billion market cap, and their product, which is set for FDA approval in the second quarter of this year, is in direct competition of Dexcom. So if they can steal some of that market share and they can double or triple up on that money that they are worth, then guys, we are going to see a push into the double digits, I believe, with that SENSEONICS holding stock. So again, it is all just about waiting for that confirmation. When it's going to happen, no one knows. And again, we just have to wait and see. But the reason why I'm bullish is because they are selling this product right now in Europe and they are having a lot of success. So I'm going to wait to see whether this actually does break out of this downward trend. If it does actually break up here in the next day or two and it starts to go up, then that is potential to me to load my boats around that $4.15 range. If we actually do see a continual downward momentum, we do retest back onto the 30 on the RSI, and we do in fact hit onto this 100 SMA, which I don't think will happen, but if we do, then that will be a great opportunity to actually load the boat more around that $3.50 mark and below, so that then we can load up and then take off when we do have our FDA approval. So guys, that is what I'm doing with SENSEONICS. So I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button below and hit that big red juicy subscribe button and join this family of investors where we make money together. My name is Jason. I want to wish you a great and safe week ahead. Keep investing, keep safe, and I will see you guys back on my channel for some more content on investing soon. Peace.